All right, calculating slopes, building snowman activities. Make sure your name's on this. We just talked about the 4 different ways of calculating a slope. So this is what this activity is, kind of checking your understanding on how to do that. I'm going to go over those 4 different ways in those different types of problems on the packet. So what you're going to do is says solve each problem, then color your snowman according to the answer you found. Once you're done, you're going to color the nose orange and the arms brown. Okay. So like on the first 3 problems right here, they're all graphs. So to find the slope on a graph, we're doing our rise over run. So let me fix my font. So you have to pick a point. There's several points that they give you. So find a starting point. I'm going to start on the y-axis here. And then we're going to count how to get to the next point. So if I'm at this point, I would have to rise. Let me undo that. Sorry. There we go. We have to rise. Is my pen not working? Nope. Yeah. Sorry. 1, 2, and then a run of 1. So since I went up 2 and to the right 1, those are both positives. 2 over 1 would reduce to just 2. Okay. So my answer is right here. This m equals 2. I'm picking this box first.
Can you pick a different box? Like if you did a different.
What do you mean?
If you start from a different point.
Even if you start from a different box, you should still end up with 2. Like even I can start with a different point here. Like I can start here and then go to here. Yes, yeah, okay. So it says right here, you're gonna draw the following eyes on Snowman 1. So if you go to your next page here that has the snowman on it, here's Snowman 1. We're trying to put those eyes that had like these little eyelashes on the snowman. Okay. If you want to separate the papers, you can. Okay. Okay. So I could, if I wanted to, start for this first point and go to the last point. It's still going to give me the same answer. But now on here, on number 2, I have to go down. That's going down to, and then I'm going to the right. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah. So down to the right 6. That's saying -2 over 6. Yeah, that reduces to -1/3. What I was saying is you'll still get the same answer because I could have picked these first 2 points, and that would have been down 1 and then to the right 3. It would have gave me the same answer. So that's finding your slope off a graph. This is what we did yesterday, so this is not new. Okay. Now, what you do have on the next set of problems, starting on 4 and 5, is the slope off of a table. So, for slope off of a table, guys, we're just going to use the slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. The thing is, when you're using your table, you have to circle 2 points that you're going to plug in. It doesn't matter which 2, just pick 2. So like, look at number 5. Which 2 points would you like to use? Okay, that's 1. I need another one. Okay, 0, 7. So because I'm doing these 2 points, remember the y's have to go on the top. So This is the first y, this is the second y. So this is saying 7 minus 7 over, this would have to be 0 minus negative 1. Well, 7 minus 7 is 0. Remember, we just talked about this. 0 can be on top. 0 over 1 is just going to be 0. If 0 is on top, it's just 0. So right here it says, if your answer is 0, m equals 0, draw this mouth on Snowman 2. So we're just doing a smiley face on Snowman 2. All right. Look at the back. Go to the back of your worksheet. So there's another table. Look at number 7 here. 7, 8, and 9 are giving you points. So you have to recognize this is your x1, 3 is your x1, negative 4 is your y1, 8 is your x2, negative 1 is your y2.
3 minus 8 over negative 4
No,
minus
no. It's y2 minus y1. The y's go on first. The y's go on the top always. So who's y2?
8.
No, y2.
Oh, negative 1.
Negative 1. So negative 1 goes on top. It's being minus the negative 4.
Negative 1 plus
And then who's x2?
8.
Yeah,
3.
8 minus 3. And that is what we're typing in the calculator. So if you go to your fraction box,
And 1 minus negative 4
mm-hmm,
over 8 minus 3.
yep, and then 8 minus 3.
3/5.
Yep, there's our answer. There's our reduced answer for us already, 3/5. You need to show your setup, guys. I do need to see the setup. So if for some reason you make a calculator error, I can still give you credit. Okay. All right, so besides finding the slope from 2 points, that means we have to use, sorry about that, we're going to have to use this formula for 7 through 8, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then the last,
7, 8, 8.
yeah, and then 10, 11, 12, we're using the slope intercept formula. So y equals mx plus b. We circle what's in front of x as long as the y is isolated. Okay, so on number 10, what is the slope? Yep, circle the negative 4, 3. So this is our answer. What about 11? What is the slope here? Because we have x equals. What type of line has x equals? Yes, this is undefined. If it's x equals a number, this would be a vertical line. And vertical lines are undefined. I think yesterday I showed you, and I'll show it down here. If you have a zero slope, like to make the z, you have to start off with drawing that horizontal line to make a zero slope. If I'm doing undefined, to make that u for undefined, I have to start off with this vertical line in the u. Okay, so anytime you have vertical line, it's going to be undefined. All right, now is 0, yes. Now, this is the one I want to talk about because here the y is not isolated. So we have to get the y term by itself. This is what we did last unit. We had to solve for a different variable. Okay, so to get this 3y term isolated, I have to get rid of the x term. All right, write that on your paper. Minus 6x. Good eye. All right, minus 6x on both sides. And now what are we writing? Yes, negative 3y equals.
12 minus 6x.
Okay, yes. But I'm going to put it in slope-intercept form, which is going to be negative 6x plus 12. I want the x to be first. All right, now I got one more step because I got to get this y by itself. So you each term, yep, it gets divided by negative 3. So that cancels. So y equals negative 6 divided by negative 3. 2x minus 4. Yeah, minus 4. If it's negative 4, it's minus 4. All right, so now you get some coloring information, but you have to answer the questions 1 through 12. That's what I'm checking for right or wrong. In the coloring part or the design, I'll be right there. The picture, guys, this is extra credit. Okay? All right.